Have our mentoring classes, usually designed to be about an hour long before we get ready to practice. Right, you get some developmental stuff, like information received to you, you get to participate in different activities, which this gentleman right here, Mr. Love, is speaking to about. But today we're going to make it short with what we did today.
Because you guys are late.
Right? That's why we tell you guys to be at 5. So you can knock this out and get ready to get into the gym. If you take too long to get here, then that cuts into our actual gym time. Right? And like I said, there's a lot of things that we have planned for you guys for the season, which really starts for a lot of us this weekend. Right? 9th grade, tournament starting this weekend. 10th grade, we got the big games this weekend. Middle school, we got the big games this weekend. Traveling starts in the month this week.
Hey guys, my name is Kyle Benjamin and I'm the Executive Director of a not-for-profit educational organization called 16Things Kids Can Do at Work. Okay? And what we do is we work for the betterment of kids, people, and the planet through a series of books, workshops, programs, and activities that are all designed to help you lead happier, healthier, and more successful lives. Okay? Who wants to be happier? You're already happy? So you want to leave? You want to be happy? Okay. No matter how happy you are, you can always be happier, right? Right? Who wants to be healthy? Hey, that's really good. That's pretty good. Okay. Now, who wants to be wealthy? Okay, that got the best response, right? And that always gets the best response. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through some things. I'm going to do a little overview about our organization and what some of our goals and our mission is and some of the programs. Now, who here is 14? Who here is 50? Who here is 60? Nobody 16 yet? 17? Okay. So the thing is that we have educational programs, different levels, but we also have later on, as you get a little bit older, we also have work experience programs and work programs. Now, I'm going to start backwards. I'm going to go from some of the work programs just to get you excited that they want in Division 1. Some people say, you know what, I still want to go to that school, so I'm going to go in as a walk-in, right, a walk-on. You know, the thing is that you've got to go ahead and prepare for what you want to do. But the thing is, it might not work out exactly as you want it to. Isn't that true? Okay? Even if you get there, there are things that can happen that can go ahead and change the direction of your life. You've heard of athletes, right, who get injured, right? And then their career is over. And then what happens? They end up doing something completely different. But if they didn't get the skills in those other areas, what happens? Right? They're not going to be as successful or as they need to. So you've got to build up your skills in other areas. Okay? And that's what we're going ahead and doing. We're going to go ahead and give you programs where it is so that you can be successful in sports, in law, in technology, in whatever else you want to go ahead and do. Okay? Now, what are those skills that I'm talking about? What do you think number one skill is? Social skills. Okay? That's good. That's real good. Social skills have to do with communication, how you relate to other people. So, when you come into our program, as a matter of course, we're going to give you a tremendous education in these areas, starting with communication as job number 1. Okay? You've got to go ahead and present yourself every single day for the rest of your life. How do you want people to see you? How do you want people to relate to you? Okay. You know, my school is University of Florida. I grew up in Florida, okay? And I went to undergraduate there and I went to law school there. Right? Anybody know U of F? If you follow the system, you get successful. He can take a good basketball player and make him into a great basketball player. Okay? And all you have to do is have that right mindset. So, who wants to go ahead and participate here? Okay, let me ask it again. Who wants to participate here, man? Come on. This is your future you're talking about. What you're doing in sports, right, is only one avenue for you to be successful. If you really want to be successful, you've got to go ahead and do it from all different areas. Okay? Who here wants to be successful? Raise your hand. Both as a person and financially. Okay. One of the things that we're going to get into in the program is we're going to teach you how to act and grow rich. Okay, this is a book that I wrote about how money works. And unfortunately, when you go to school, whether it's high school, college, grad school, and even when you have a job, they're not going to teach you how money works. What you're going to do is you're going to trade your time for a little bit of money when you're working, okay? But someone else is going to tell you how much you're worth. Right? Your parents all have jobs, okay? Nothing wrong with that, all right? But someone else is telling them how much they're worth, right? When you get out of school, you might be worth $30,000 a year. You might be worth $40,000 a year. You might be worth 50, and I'm not talking about sports salaries here, guys, okay? Because chances are we got, what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17 people in the room, right? Out of 70 people, how many are going on to the pros? Right? We don't know. It could be 3, it could be 5, it could be none, right? There's a lot of time between now and when you're going to go ahead and start your sports career. A lot of things can happen. All right, so you need to go ahead and have other skills. One of the things you need to learn is really how money works. Okay? Earning a paycheck and then paying into your living expenses, paying into your debt, paying into your taxes, and then putting the money into the bank where you're not earning really anything is not getting your money to work hard for you. So you've got to understand concepts about how money works so that when the bank tells you stuff, when Wall Street tells you, when the company you're working for tells you, when your friend tells you, hey, I got this good thing that you should get into, you know better. Have you ever heard of a sports athlete, right, who's making millions, and then 5 years after he retired, he's bankrupt? Anybody hear those stories? Google it. You'll find out. There's some very, very famous people who didn't know how to manage their money and suffered for it. So the earlier you start learning this, the better off you're going to be. Okay? Now, we have other programs like we're petitioning President Obama to declare August as National Kids Month, so that each week in the month of August, we'll have programs in conjunction with schools, nonprofits, churches, government agencies, and businesses around the country that go into different subjects that you need to go ahead and learn in order to lead happier, healthier, more successful lives. So, right, guess what the first week is on? Right, remember, health? No, first week is on. No. Happiness? No. It's on health, right? Fitness and nutrition. That's right. So you have time to go through the program. in August, you have some time on your hands, and these programs are designed to be the foundation for you moving forward, not only during the school year, but throughout your whole life. So the thing is, right, what do you need first? You got to get your health, right? Remember we talked about that? You all said you're healthy, right? But you got to also know about nutrition. You got to know about fitness, especially if you're doing sports, right? Who here has gone to McDonald's this week? Raise your hand. Come on, you guys are guilty, man. Guilty. Okay? Who here has had 3 sodas this week? Oh, man. You guys are busted, right? You shouldn't be drinking sodas, but, you know, 1 a week, right? Maybe. All right, and don't drink the whole darn thing. You know what that does to your insides. All right. So the thing is, you got to learn this stuff. So first week deals with health, nutrition, and fitness. Second week deals with how money works. That's fundamental. You don't want to work your entire life and then have nothing to show for it, because all you did was pay your bills, pay your debt, pay your taxes. So you got to learn what the rich learn, what the rich do, in order to make themselves more money. And that's what we're going to teach also. Third, communication skills. Okay? When you guys are talking to me, talking to your friends, talking to your teachers, okay, pay attention to how you're talking. You know, sometimes it's okay to use slang, sometimes it's not. You got to understand the context of who you're speaking to. And you got to know it the right way if you want to do it the wrong way. All right? Same is true of writing. You got to know how to go ahead and write properly if you want to break some rules and write it the wrong way and be effective at what you're doing. And then the fourth thing is we go into social responsibility and volunteerism. Because, you know, it's not enough that you learn things for your own benefit.